Aha! Superman.
Nerd alert. Nerd alert.
Hi everyone, this is Damien and Danny from We Are Awesome.
No, don't say my real name.
Oh, sorry. We'll not do it.
Okay, just say Danny from We Are Awesome.
Okay.
We Are Awesome.
All right. His address is. Come drop by his house anytime, day or night. His window's on the left side of the house, and his phone number is. Sorry about that.
And here's my
Sorry
phone.
about that. Yeah.
Social security number is.
Yeah, and now he's gonna get naked to feel more exposed. Well, why don't you tell what you say?
Okay.
Introduce yourself.
Hey guys, it's We Are Awesome. Danny Dynamite from We Are Awesome, and we're gonna be doing a little unboxing here. My channel consists mostly of video game reviews, unboxings of some toys, but we kind of grew out of that. But we still do a few unboxings of toys and video game reviews, and we live stream now on Twitch TV. If you guys wanna come see us, Twitch TV, Danny Dynamite.
Okay, so I got Danny some gifts for Christmas because he does videos, and so I got him a couple of accessories for Christmas, which happen to be also accessories that I own, of course. And I wanted to kind of do an unboxing of his stuff and compare it to how it is with my stuff. So this is the Moon Grip from Opteka, which makes a lot of budget gear. This is normally 18 bucks, but I got it for $14.95, 2-day delivery, which is pretty good price. Whoa, look at that, it just came right out of the box.
Ooh.
No packaging. No, actually he unwrapped it at Christmas, and so that wasn't a real unboxing. Who's interrupting our video? Who is it?
David.
David.
That's my little brother from
Little brother's interrupting the video. Thanks. See ya. Didn't shut the door, did he?
He never does.
That's the Opteka Moon Grip, which comes with, it comes with a little cold shoe at the top for mounting your light and or your microphone or whatever accessory at the top, and then Danny shoots with this little Nikon Coolpix, so that mounts on there, and it can be moved to the front or could be moved side to side. The reason for the side to sides is probably for a heavier camera. You get a big DSLR on here with a big lens, and it's going to be a little off center, so you can move this kind of side to side and up and back, and then it's got these nice rails to kind of sit down, and you can grip it in different places to shoot low for skateboard videos and that kind of stuff. So I have the XGrip, which I purchased a while ago, and I haven't really used this all that much, so that's probably the copy of there's been imitators of the XGrip. And just a moment, I will tell you what I paid for the XGrip. $19.95 is the current price of that. Originally $44.95. I don't think I paid $40, but I don't think I paid $19 either. I probably paid like $25 for this at the time. But it's down to $19. I guess they're trying to compete with the competitors. But side by side, this thing's exactly alike. I can't see any difference in this at all, other than this one's gray and this one's black.
Yeah, which color you like more, gray or black?
Yeah, so that's 14 and this is 19. They both have a bit of rubber grip on the bottom there, which this one also has. This one's got a couple little rubber washers in the tightening deal, and this one does too. In theory, you could also mount this. It's got a 1/4-20 on the bottom, although yours is centered and mine isn't. In theory, you could then mount this on a tripod. I think I've tried that before with limited success. It's not exactly the best to then try to mount this on top of a tripod, but little cold shoe on the front. I still don't know what these are for. What do you think those are for?
What? Which?
These little loop.
Maybe clipping to your, maybe
I really don't know.
Backpack maybe?
I don't know.
Shooting from, I don't know.
Really never figured out what those are for. So, oh, that's interesting. Look, mine's made by Opteka.
Mine's made by some Moon.
Moon, yeah. I thought yours was Opteka too. Didn't I order Opteka? This is Opteka Moon Grip. I don't get it. This says it's made by Opteka, but I don't see Opteka anywhere on here. It says Moon, it has a little moon on it, whereas mine has a little Opteka logo. So here's this is why they're so similar. I think they're secretly made by the same company. That doesn't say Opteka on it, does it? nowhere does it say Opteka.
Made in China.
Yeah, made in China, but no. So this is sort of like the Opteka made. They admit to making it, but they don't brand it Opteka anywhere. So that's why these are pretty much identical. But this one's $5 cheaper. Let's get on to video light then. Moving past these, I got Danny a video light, which is also similar to what I have. Except mine is the older version of these. The thing I don't like about mine is it doesn't really have a ball grip. It's got this weird hinge thing. And this isn't actually the hinge as it came. It came in 3 pieces, this hinge, and I kind of eliminated the centerpiece and mounted these 2 together so that this wouldn't move so much, because this isn't exactly the best tightening going on right here. I had to probably use a pair of pliers to really tighten that, and it still moves a little bit. So you get play in here. Go ahead and pull that out. So that's the Bestlight ultra high power 160 LED video light panel and shoe, and that one sells on Amazon with Prime for $23.74.
It's got the brightness right here, on and off. So you can turn it like way up if you need a lot of light for, you know, maybe something like you don't have very good lighting. You can just blast it up.
Definitely, they're all about 20 some dollars. And the difference though is that Danny's here came with this little ball head, which in theory is better than, oh, it fell apart. This brings me to my point. This is a really crappy and cheap ball head. In theory, I like the idea of a ball head because once this is sitting on top of your XGrip here, you want to be able to angle it down, or maybe angle it to the left or right or straight up or something. And this just doesn't give you the option of side to side. This is just forward and back, and I just never really liked this. And after I bought it, I noticed that some of these were shipping with little ball heads, so I thought I'd upgrade Danny here. Let me take this big battery out of here for a second. Let's compare the 2. I think mine's a newer, and then Danny's is, what was yours called? The Bestlight? Bestlight. They both come with 3 little screens, one diffusers, I mean. One with just a plain diffuser, and the other 2 for to adjust for skin tone and stuff like that. I think that one's for skin tone, or the yellow one is for skin tone. And they both have about the same number of LEDs. Mine look a little bigger. The other thing is my panel goes on with little clips on the front, which is trying to make a video.
Not a very good sound.
Yeah, my studio is not at all soundproof, that's for sure. Both of these have the ability to adjust the amount of light. Both of them have the ability to use either a Sony battery or AAAs. They both use 6 AAAs, so you can kind of see the difference there. Both of them have a battery tester on there to test how many bars of battery you've got. That's pretty much, so in a lot of ways they're similar.
But on the one that you got me, the Bestlight,
it's on the front.
Yeah, it's on kind of the
versus the side.
Yeah, it's not that much of a difference, but
right. So your little panels kind of go into a slit at the top and are protected a little bit more than mine. But here's the one thing: it doesn't stay in there very well.
Yeah.
So if you're really, you might want to have to
fling it around a little bit, or trying to get it like on the sides or something, it might come out.
Yeah,
you never know.
Versus mine's in there pretty good. Yours is not so much. So a little piece of tape on top of that is a good idea to hold that in there.
That's kind of weird. They just let it slide right out. They don't really put anything in there to keep it in there.
Yeah. So they're about, I think these are about the same price, but I'm seeing some in a lot of ways kind of better quality in the one I have. As I said, this ball head is horrible. The top of it already kind of fell apart. There's a little rubber thing here to kind of hold the top tightly, and it just pulls right off. I feel like I'm gonna break it when tightening this. Try tightening that. Can you feel that? The lack of quality in that? Now loosen and tighten this one, this Giotto's ball head. Better, right? Feels
Yep.
Not, it feels like it's not gonna break.
This
so,
I don't know.
But the deal with this one is this little apparatus that they put on here. There's no 1/4-20 thread in here, so you pull these little screws off and you're done. So I'm kind of thinking this is a better light to get. Just order a little Giotto's ball head with this. I forget how much these are. They're 10 or 15 bucks or so. Because you want that adjustability, and then put a little piece of tape on there, and I think you'll be good with this. So I like the fact that this has a 1/4-20 on the bottom of it. Obviously, you just put a little piece of tape up here to hold that filter and diffuser in. I mean, and then maybe upgrade your ball head to something else. Now, I have little Sony batteries that I bought. I have a bigger one and a couple of small ones. Can't find it right this second, but the point of both of these is you can use AAA, 6 of them, or you can get a little Sony battery in there, and I'll put up what kind of Sony battery. I can't remember right this second. So to keep Danny from having to pop AAAs in here all the time, or AA in here all the time, I got him the DSTE NP, oh, it's the NP style Sony, that's what I meant to say. F970 rechargeable lithium-ion battery and charger for Sony, and that was $22.77 Amazon Prime. You know, when you order one of these little Sony NP style batteries, you want to get a little charger for it, and that's what he got. A little one like this with the two little prongs on either side for Sony. Also comes with a European adapter because Danny goes to Europe all the time.
Yeah.
And a little car charger, which is cool. So, and a little, look, you even get a little microfiber cloth. Now, so here's the battery, man. Look at that thing. It's freaking huge. That's like way bigger than I thought it was going to be. And this specific battery was recommended for this video light. I mean, this thing's monstrous. And it's heavy too. So, you know, when you have this, go ahead and mount your camera back to your thread there. So in theory, the two little holes go in those kind of long tabs. See how long they are on, whoa, let's just take that out. His tabs are really long on his video light versus mine are a little bit shorter, I guess about the same length. I tried this the other day at Christmas, trying to get this thing in there. Now it's got little notches on the side that it clips into. So, but you want to get those two little guys in there, and you want to give it a little push. So gotta get it in an angle to get those little pins started, and then this has to have a little push over to lock it, and I can't get this to lock. I don't know if this battery is just too big. Ah, there it goes. I did get it. So that was a bit of a struggle because there's clips there that lock into here, and then you want to have those pins being there. So you get that pin in there, set it down kind of on the right, and then slide it to the left, making sure you got the pins in there. Aha!
Superman.
But feel how heavy that is now. I mean, that'll last you all day. That amount of battery will last absolutely all day. And then you may be able to put this back on it. Carefully kind of angle it there. And I usually take it off for the inserting of that battery. And then, so there's how bright that is.
It's pretty bright.
Pretty bright. The diffuser's
probably tested.
You can kind of tell the difference in the diffuser. Like this is really hard light, and then this softens it up just a little bit. See the difference? And then in theory, this sits on top of this little ball head. This thing clips into here. We're filming! We're filming! Okay. Thanks, Mom. All right. So look how heavy this is. It looks like weighing down your video. That's a bit too much of a battery, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I wanted you to not have to. Whoa! I wanted you to not have to put. See, this ball head is so bad. I've got this pretty tightened. Now that I'm tightening even more to stop this video light from tilting, it just feels like it's gonna break. This feels like it's gonna break. Something's gonna break in here. But this is way too top heavy. This is way too much battery for this. It's just this is all plastic through here, so there's just not really a lot of. It's not like there's a metal bar that goes through here. I think it's pretty much just reinforced plastic in both the XGrip and this Opteka. So I have smaller. Maybe this battery's okay if you're mounting this light on a tripod or something like that, or a Gorilla Pod. But look, it's turning back and forth. I could never get this to stay. This is the ball. Yeah, it's just such a bad ball head for this much weight, especially. So there's the battery tester. Shows that it's got 4. So it comes charged. I didn't charge this yet, which is kind of nice. Not everything comes charged like that. Let's take this big honking Sony thing off, and you got to push it to the right, and then you can lift it out. Let's try some AA in here instead.
Oh,
whoa!
Duracell, best battery you can find, probably.
And it doesn't work. These are new batteries.
Or maybe you gotta turn it to the on.
I did.
Oh.
Even with all 6 of these batteries in here, you'd think this would be nice and snug, but there it goes. They move around a bit in here.
Wow.
There's play in here on these batteries, which I don't remember on mine. Then you can put the battery back on, which will help keep them in there from falling out, but man, they wiggle a bit in there. So that's what it feels like with just batteries, without the, does it feel not quite as heavy? It's a little better.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little. Still, if you're like doing kind of like the 10-minute thing, or your hand might be getting like kind of sore.
Well, that's probably okay. I mean, when you're going to be outside filming skateboard videos, you don't need a light. You only need a light if you're like shooting at night or indoors or something. You know, like that's a nice little bit of light on your face there if I'm shooting you. And of course, like the nice thing about any ball head is I can angle that down then if I want. So it seems like this little operation is made for AA batteries or a smaller Sony, and I've got one that's about that big or so, maybe one a little bit more. So we can either return this and I'll send you a new smaller one, or you can have one of mine. It's up to you.
Okay.
So I guess that's it. I think it's funny they say, note, compatible with all Canon, Nikon, Olympus, Pentax, Mini DSLR. What's a Mini DSLR? And SLT. What's a SLT? Except Sony and Minolta series. This is not compatible with Sony and Minolta series. Why? Why? Why would it not be compatible with Sony and Minolta? I don't get. All right, so we're testing with the battery, the NP in the newer light, and the brightness is all the way up. And this is with the Bestlight, with same NP battery and brightness turned all the way up. I think you can pretty much tell that it throws a lot more light. There you go, Scorsese. Make us an Oscar-winning video. All right, I think it's time to eat lasagna.
Cool. Hey, we do one.
Some POV there.
Not bad. Not bad. Cool, cool. I kind of like it.
Yeah. Thought you might. That's why I got it for you for Christmas.
Yep.
So when I say Damien from DSLRnerd.com, then you chime in with Danny from whatever your channel is.
Okay.
This is Damien from DSLR Nerd, and
this is Danny with We Are Awesome, and we're out. Peace.
Well, wait, I was going to say subscribe to our channels.
Yeah, okay, okay. Redo.
And then you can say that.
Okay.
Okay. So this is Damien from This is Damien from DSLR Nerd. Please wait. I was gonna say that later.
Okay.
This is Damien. See, this is cause it's just cause you never edit, do you? So you can get this out in editing. Did you know that?
Yeah.
You know what editing is?
Yes, I edit
you don't
a lot.
do it though.
No, my laptop, bro. I was doing it. I had an intro and an outro and stuff, and I edited it out.
Blah, blah, blah. So this is Damien from DSLR Nerd.
And this is Danny from We Are Awesome.
Please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to his channel, DSLRnerd.com, and you don't have a website, but you have a channel.
Yeah.
Right. Now you can say we're out.
We're out. Peace.
What he said. All right.
Oh, that was good.